Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video, it is live in-game epic empowerment. I want to do at least my first set of epic empowerment here in today's video. We'll see how far we get, what we can do. Yeah, so let's go. Actually, the first thing we need to do is, of course, check the faction guardians and see if we've got any like high priority people in there. In fact, another thing we should check is, do we have anyone we definitely keep 2 copies of? So let's actually check that. Is there anyone in here I would definitely want 2 copies of? I don't think I need 2 copies of Stag Knight. Actually, yeah, so we can not worry about that. Yeah, I'd rather empower the Stag Knight, right? Just empower my Stag Knight. Don't need 2. I don't need 2 of any of those, so that's good. Over here, anything we'd want 2 of. The 2 Royal Guards is an obvious one. Let's see anything else. So 2 Royal Guards could, in theory, have 2 Neldors for Fire Knight rotation, but again, I don't think I'll bother. I think I'll just empower him for now. And yeah, if you're ever in doubt, you can obviously keep stuff, but I think we're good. Okay, so over here, we've obviously got the 2 Shemales. In fact, I've got 3. We might as well keep the 3. I do have 2 God Seekers as well. I don't think that one is important anymore. But I'll hold on to them for now, right? At least until the Sand Devil rework goes live. I might as well hold on to the second Godseeker. Ultimately, I might just empower, even though she's 6-star, half booked, and with a 2-star Awakening. I actually think maybe I put the Awakening on the wrong one, which is this one anyway. But Godseekers want to keep 2 up. I don't think we need multiple Deacons, so I think we're good there. Multiple Shemales is the one to do, and this is what I'd recommend for every faction. For Barbarians, I doubt there's anyone to keep 2 of. Barracan would be the closest thing that I have, but it's not that important. So I think we are good there. There we go. Hello, puppy. Hello, dog. He's good. Well, hopefully we're going back to the vet later today to see how your bloods are updated. Happy. She got fluid therapy. Happy again. We'll see. But right, ogres, double man eater. Obviously, enough is really, really good. Multiple Ugos, 2 man eaters if you use them for faction for clan boss. If you don't use double man eater for faction boss or for clan boss, you could in theory empower the other one and just have 1 super empowered man eater. If you just use them for like faction wars and Cursed City, I think there's probably no harm in having 2, just in case you ever want to switch things up. So I will keep the 2, and 2 Ugos is also a really good one for for Hydra. I do have 3 Ugos. I honestly find I almost never use the 3rd one. I'll hold on to 3 for now, 1 per Hydra team. But I could easily see myself actually feeding the 3rd one, especially with like Wukong. I just pulled Wallmaster Atharion earlier today. So I've got Atharion now. I've got a lot more good block buff options. So her necessity is falling off. Over here, anything we want to keep 2 of over here. We do need to keep a Dalaja for the... Actually, that's one thing to look out for. The fusion. We need to not empower any Mikage fusion epics. That would be a disaster. Other than that, I don't think there's anything worth keeping. A couple of there. Looking good. Skinwalkers. 2 Taurus is actually... You can do some fun teams with 2 Taurus. Maybe 2 Akemtums. Maybe do something with that. Not too essential. So I might even empower the Akemtum, to be honest. Let's keep 2 Akemtums for now. Let's hold on to 2 of them for now, just to be safe. But probably just empower him in the end. Over in the Orcs, 2 Ultimate Galex sometimes comes in useful. I think that's about it though. For like very specific faction stuff, where he was like the only burner, and he's not even that good for spider tournaments. For some of the faction stuff that came before. Specific tournament, really not important. You could totally feed your Ultimate Galex and not worry too much, but you could keep a couple of these guys for cheese teams for arena. Probably not essential though. I actually don't think I need the 2 allures. I think I'll probably just empower her to +2, honestly, for the extra speed. I don't think I'd really use 2 of them for anything. You could keep a second. I think I'm just going to feed those. I think I will. Double Vogoth, double Husk. Couple of good ones here. A couple of Vogoths, couple of Husks for sure. Don't need multiple copies of Seeker. You could do multiple copies of Elhain, but I don't think that's important. Over in the Dark Elves, probably nothing that you need 2 copies of, to be honest. Nothing there jumping out to me. For the Knight's Revenant, anything we need 2 copies of? I don't think so. You could have multiple Whisper. I'm just going to empower my Whisper up, but you could have multiple +4 Whispers. Like, she is so strong. You could have, in theory, multiple +4 Skull Crowns for Arena and stuff like that if you're early mid-game. But you probably wouldn't have multiple +4 at that point. Let's be, how would that happen? So Whisper be the one that remains relevant when she's empowered. But I would prioritize empowering just the one first. And then you could maybe build a second after. Depends what you've got. I've got a Turvold, so not too important. I will keep the 2 Geomancers. I might even keep the third one. I actually probably could feed the third one at this point. I don't see myself. Like back in the day, you know, a couple of Geomancers, even in the 1 Hydra team, was a potential. But now I don't even use them in Hydra, even the 6-star one. So, I don't know. And apart from that, nothing too urgent there. Shadowkin, really doubt there's anything here you'd need multiple copies of. No, I don't think so. Let me know, though, in the comments below, if there are any multiple copy epics that you are keeping. I mean, let me know. I'm curious. Mr. Rider Dahi, I'm just going to get mine to +2, but you could run multiple copies of him for sure, but I'm going to +2 mine. That's going to be a big thing. And there we go. I think we're good to start empowering stuff. So let's get into it. We also need to watch out for, of course, some of these more unique epics. So Theresk, I saw I had a copy of. Going to Rian. Obviously enough, I would not empower Taya. I'd definitely empower Aboro first. I'm actually sad. I don't think I have anything to empower Aboro with. Yeah, so we'll look into these, but let's start doing it. Let's go. Rank him up. So, Shamail. Fortunately, Shamail 1. You can eat that guy. I'll keep the other 2 for now. The third one, I might even empower away, honestly, and have just, you know, need a lot of copies to get Shamail 1 and Shamail 2 empowered. I'll hold on to this guy for now. I do sometimes run the 3 Shamails. It's not infrequent in Hydra, so that'd be crazy to beat him up. Champion is locked. Unlock them. That's fine. Magnar. Yes. Yum, yum, yum. +1 Magnar. Lovely. Who else we got? Aliyah. Yep. All these champions are probably locked. Play some fetch with the dog. Husk, he'll be just +1. I'll hold on to the 2 husks. Definitely double husk is pretty nice. You could hold on to more husks, maybe. He doesn't benefit absolutely insanely from the empowerment. Like you could see for a husk, if we go back to husk, you know, the accuracy is nice and the speed and the crit damage. It's not a huge deal though. Siege Hulk, I love me some Siege Hulk. +2, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Seer, yep. Some power. This is also going to free up a good chunk of space in my vaults and whatnot, which is nice as well. I'll take it. Skrank. Yep. Skrank, you can go up to +1. That's good. Skrank's a great budget option to put with Rathalos Blade Master. That's fantastic. Seeker. Okay. You actually need to be careful. Speed bonus on Seeker. Could. We don't have it, but it could potentially disrupt my clan boss team. I think we should be fine, but it's one to watch out for. Royal Guard. Let's just put my main one, who's a 6-star, up to +2. The extra stuff is nice for that. 2 Royal Guards. I will hold on to double Royal Guard, though. Skull Crown. Power her. We've got a lot of these, by the way, you can see are like 5-star. They're just basically chickens that were leveled up for champ training and are now being abandoned. Like this, level 21, she's just there as a chicken for food. But that's okay. Rector Drath going up to +2. That one's actually pretty nice. I'm actually using Rector Drath. I don't have a Duchess, right? I'm very limited on Veil champions on my account. Very limited. Rector Drath actually super solid. I'll have a video on her coming very, very soon. Geomancer, we'll just +1 this guy for now, but we might easily +2 him with a 3rd Geomancer. Vergis is getting supercharged to +3. +3 Vergis. That's funny. Okay, sure. Why not? You're +3 now, Vergis. I think it warns us if we try to do something that is in the vault. We actually, I don't know how that happened. I have a level 60 Bear rear guard. That's a mistake. I don't know how that one slipped in. Let me just double check. For the Mikage fusion. No, so it's these ones. So it's nothing. I don't know how that happened. How did that happen? Oh wow, that one is huh. All right, well, here we go. Oh, she's Faction Guardians. You know what? You know what? There we go. It's not a mistake. This was intended all along. It's intended all along, right? She's in the Faction Guardians now. So that's fine, I guess. The rear guard, she's 6-star, so she's empowered now. That's lovely. Cool, cool, cool. Ursula. Yep. +2 Ursula. That one's great. Ursula's a great champion. Really, really good. So that one is quite nice, actually. Ugo. No Ugos to throw away. We're keeping the 2. This guy's in Faction Guardians. Can't empower him. For the Man Eater. Oh, yes. If we... Okay, so this is one to check. +5 speed. This could mess up my clan boss team. I mean, let's find out. Worst case, I just re-gear him. Hang on. I might make a note for this. Man-eater. Fast. +5 speed. Let's make a note. Make sure we haven't broken clan boss team. Allure. Yeah, I've got even a 1-star soul on her. That's fine. She's never been used. I just put it on in case I ever would use double allure. I'd rather have, I think, the +2. These guys are in faction crypts. Bodbor the Bard? Sure, why the heck not? You can get Awakened. He is definitely more of a niche champion. Like, if you're super limited to, like, dwarves or Fire Knight, he's got a multi-hit. He's got a decreased defense, AoE, albeit on a long cooldown. He's a possibility. Captain Tamila, I think I only have the one Captain Tamila, so I'll actually keep her. No plus on Dark Kale, which is kind of sad, though I don't really use Dark Kale. Tyrell, no, he's in the faction crypts. Dark Elhain is in the faction crypt, can't empower her quite yet. Gwyneth, do I empower Gwyneth or Kaiden? Who is actually more useful? Let's unlock all of these. Okay, one of the Kaidens is actually in Faction Guardians. Can I switch that? I could do Thresk instead. You know what? Let's do Thresk instead. We can empower the Kaidens. We could +3 her. I don't think these stats are that much of a benefit for Kaiden. A bit of speed, like the HP defense is nice. I think trying to get Gwyneth to +4 is actually more valuable. So I'm going to empower Gwyneth. We'll get Gwyneth to +3. I think +4 Gwyneth could carry some stages that she comes in on. So we'd be looking for one more Kaiden to empower her. It'd be quite nice. Jamarsa in Faction Guardian, so not going to do her. That's not urgent either, but will be nice. Here we go. Mistриder Dahi himself, the man himself. This is a nice one. Great champion. Excellent. +2 on him. I'm getting quite a few things to +2. That's about it. Thylesia will go to +1. He does get used quite a bit. Like, any of these decreased defense champions are, pretty darn solid to empower. Broadmaws and Faction Guardians. I wish we didn't have to scroll back to the top every time. Over here, Archmage Helmet. I don't even use that Gerhard the Stone. We'll definitely empower Helmet. You'll benefit from really nearly all of the stats, actually. So that's pretty cool. Broadmaws and Faction Crypts. Thresk. We're not going to empower Rian for now. Okay. Where were we? Demitha is in Faction Crypts. Won't do her. Aox. Remember? Actually do use Aox in Iron Twins. Making Aox a bit tankier is A-okay. Aox. We'll see what happens when they change Iron Twins, but Aox is fine. Looks like Madame Ceres is in the Faction Crypts. Vogoth. That's a tricky one. 3 Vogoth. You can do like triple Vogoth for... I'll hold on to him for now. I think I'll hold on to him for now with the Vogoths. And I'll be like, I might feed the third one if we get him up to +3. But I'll hold on to 3 for now. 3 Vogoth against Bommel is a pretty fun strategy. It's unlikely that's ever going to be used, but why the heck not? Armina, pretty disappointing champion. Like, she's definitely turned out to be much worse than I thought she would be. She was definitely a disappointment, but again, she's a decreased defense champion. She'll come in some places. +1 Taragi. That's nice. Okay. Ooh, Stag Knight. I like this one. Stag Knight +1. Beautiful. We will definitely take that. Stag Knight just remains always fantastic. He's just really... I need to take some hay fever medicine. Hay fever's kicking in. Basher goes to +2. Quite a nice one. Speed, attack percent, accuracy, crit damage. All of these things are nice for Basher. I will take that. Like Basher definitely struggle. Like he's certainly not end game relevant, right? Because even lockout champions are starting to fall off like super end game with mythicals because they're not as good against mythicals. Because mythicals can form swap. So lockout champions are definitely falling off, but uh, for mid game players, like Basher's great for arena. It can just win you the fight straight up, and having him empowered to hit harder, have more speed, more accuracy is actually quite nice. Um, okay, Farrakhan the Fat. Oh, I've got a second one +1. I don't think I'm ever really going to use the second. I'm just going to empower him. It's not important. You could totally keep a second Farrakhan. I'm just going to try get the 1 to +4 though. Like, especially if I had no other team ally attackers, like you can absolutely run like double Farrakhan for Fire Knight and stuff, and that's maybe it's worth more than empowering him, but I want to empower. Let's go YOLO. Interesting. I have Godseeker 2. Yeah, I did the wrong Godseeker with the Ascension. That's funny. The one who's number 2 is higher ascended. Oh, well. Okay, well let's keep going with her then. Godseeker 2, you've been promoted to Godseeker 1. Let's swap all their gear at the next free artifact swapping. Gala, excellent, +1. She's a really, really solid single target damage dealer. Really solid for an epic. That's cool. We have Venom Mage. Nice. Venom Mage comes into a lot of teams in Doom Tower, Nether Spider in particular, a lot of teams in Curse City, so that's quite nice. Ruella, I do use her in Sand Devil, but the empowerment's not crazy important. I mean, getting a bit of extra damage out of her, it's not crazy important. Whisper +1 is lovely. Definitely want more Whispers, like +4 Whisper. I think her and Aboro are the two big ones that super benefit. Alika, really strong epic. She's pretty darn underrated. She got buffed pretty late into the game, but she's really good again with a lockout. Sylar is in the faction crypts. We do have a spare Uragrim, so he can go up to +1. That's actually not too bad either. He's definitely one that's generally very useful as well with poisons, AoE, and healing. We have who else we're gonna we've got lots of stuff. Deacon, actually going straight to +2. That's pretty nice. The +5 speed, +20 accuracy. More stats. Great. +2 Deacon, and he's 4-star. Nifty. Then we have... Have a look. Where are we? Ruella, Sylar. We do have a 1 spare Mordecai. We could ultimately swap him out and get him to +2. Again, he doesn't massively benefit, but it's nice. It's a nice perk. He's a great champion. Might as well. Phoenix, I think I just pulled a copy of her today. I guess we'll empower her. I remember I used to use her in Hydra just because I think it's even still true. There are very few good. Hello. +1 Akoth. We even take Excruciator out of the faction Guardians? No, we couldn't. Okay, well, eventually one day maybe. There's very few good epic decrease speed champions for Hydra. It's actually pretty rough. So, like, yeah, you're quite stuck for good decrease speed. Tanix I used before, actually, because it was like, he's the only real option. Right, these are in Faction Guardians. We actually can +1 this guy, Vildrax. Did I do a video on him? I think I did a video on him. He's like a fun, very budget option if you don't have any curse sets and stuff like that. Like, he's okay in a Provoke set for Hydra. He brings Hex, Provoke, Healing. He's okay. Not particularly amazing, but he's okay. We got a +1 on Haikatoon. I think I pulled an extra copy of her today. Very nice. Obviously, I probably pulled enough to +4 most of these epics over the course of playing the game, but obviously I've just sort of fed them. Right, Tolf is not getting empowered. Laberga is +1 Laberga. But yeah, I've just been using them as food, so I've got to stop that now. Epics are no longer food until they're +4, and then they can become food again. And there's a few epics, we've talked about them, that I'd keep, but that's probably about it, like 2 copies. Okay, where are we? No extra copies of him. I'm going to keep the double Akemptum. We actually got an extra Kinagashi. That's quite a nice one. She is a reviver, just making her tanky. Is cool. Extra speed. She scales very well with speed, actually. Okay, Gory. I actually have 2 Gories. I don't think I need to. So this one. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Bam, bam. Keep the one that's partially empowered. I don't know when I ever use him, but we'll keep the partially empowered one. And we'll throw that guy. There we go. That's fine. Gory. Gory had his moment. When Fire Knight Hard came out, Gory was the man. And then Newt came out, and Gory became Newt came out. We had Creodan the Blue, we had Neldor, and we all forgot about Gory again. Very sad. He had his moment, one moment of fame. He is in the faction crypt. We've got one spare Kitus. Kitus is a weird, wonky damage dealer. Never used him, but maybe we will in the future. Okay, we do have faction crypt there. Actually got a couple of copies of Sachi, huh? Sachi's not crazy useful, but not dreadful either. She could be a cool budget Hydra option, AoE A1, you know? I think she brings increased attack and turn meter boost. Maybe. Maybe. She could actually be quite strong in a stun set for Cursed City for any stages. I don't know. I don't think I've used her much, but if she does come up, she'll be good there. Okay, we can get power Rowan a little bit. Sure. And with a big blessing, Rowan is a maybe for some of these Cursed City bosses. Maybe. Never used her, but she could be for the future. Fire Gun Isbale. So the level 51, that's for the fusion, for Mikage. I really hope I've not fed any Mikage stuff. That would be awkward, and it's possible. I don't think I have, but it's possible. I don't think I've got 2 copies of most of them. It says Elijah is fine. Ulfrig is fine. She's fine. We haven't done her yet. I don't have 2 copies of them. 2 copies of her, but we've not empowered, and we're good on that. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Mikage fusion remains remains intact. Remains intact. Okay. Helen, no. Faction Guardians. Taya, not empowering. Faction Guardians. Scabrius. You know what? Why the heck not? Let's empower Scabrius. He's actually a pretty decent damage dealer. I've got him +5 as well. He'd be pretty darn good for some of these bosses in Cursed City. I must actually gear him up. Fane, even like a better version of Scabrius, really? She's +3 though. Interesting. Okay. What else do we have? We have okay. Too much there. Guardians, Faction Guardians. Fenshi's a nice one. These are both +5-star chickens. Oh well. But Fenshi's a good one. Fenshi's great. Single target, boss killer. Very good sort of anti-Fire Knight champion with multi-hits, decreased speed, single target. I think poison single target as well. He's a pretty cool one. We will take that. Bilja, another great epic damage dealer with turn meter depletion. Good Dark Fae champion. We will empower her to +1. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Definitely be getting through them now. Tomoe. Rubbish champion. I guess we'll sacrifice the spare one that had a soul. I don't even know why. The second Tomoe with the soul is probably just a mistake. I don't know why I had her, honestly. Okay, let's see. They're in the faction crypts. And Dahlia is for the fusion. We could. I think I will +1 the Soul Drinker. You know, we could get sneaky here, and for champions that we're probably not going to use, like Soul Drinker, we could wait to get another copy and then take somebody else out of the faction crypt. But I'm not that interested in that level of min-maxing. I don't even know what Sakara does. I think she's Alika's partner. Let's +1 her. Maybe her plus Alika can carry some Cursed City state. Probably not, seeing as I don't remember ever using her. But, you know, a guy can dream. Okay, Galkut is actually going to get quite empowered by these 5-star chickens. +2 Galkut. He's actually a pretty cool damage dealer as well. I thought the dog was eating my desk. She's just eating her toy right beside the leg of my desk. We're okay. All right. Anything else major? Ooh, Battle Sage is actually a cool one. She's, at least right now, I've got her +6 as well. I probably should re-gear her and get her into my Phantom Shogun team. I mean, it's not going to make a huge diff, but like give her cruelty or something, and you know, she could actually help us kill Phantom Shogun pretty quickly. Battle Sage is one of those very mediocre champions, but you know, she's decent. I think I will +1 the Neldor, but you could definitely keep a second one. I'm going to +1 him. Try get him to +4 actually, and then maybe keep the second one to +4 just in case. Tenoru is in the faction crypt. These are faction crypt. Krakarth. No, we're not going to feed you for my only spider. Thank you very much. What else do we have? We have crypt faction, crypt. Farsala's grave dirt. I've got him +3. Right, he's +1 now. 3-star +1. We have this guy Bovas. What's he called? The goat. The goat is now +1. +1 goat. I think he does like decreased crit rate stuff. Yeah, and very much a Cursed City Sunset potential champion, I think. Ah, the bear. Excellent. Ursine Ice Crusher, you have a friend. There you go, you're +1. I'm very curious how much space I'm going to have after all this. Probably going to have lots of space in the old vault. The Laja, I probably should keep one copy. So that's the one from Mikage. I guess, yeah, we feed the other. Why do I have so many Delajas? How did that happen? I guess we'll +2 this Delaja near my new Delaja. Getting confused. I have so many. How did that happen? Yeah, like I don't need this one, do I? No, I don't. She's just a chicken. We can +3 a Delaja. Our spare Delaja. There's someone right now who needs Delaja for the Mikage fusion, and it's like, I can't believe you got a +3. +3 spare one. I could +4 her if I didn't do the Mikage fusion. So she's Mikage fusion. He is Mikage fusion. This guy is also Mikage fusion. The Itchy, not going to feed you my Basilisk. The Itchy, nice try. Trying to consume a better champion. Harkin, interesting. I've actually got. I'm just gonna be. This is the ultimate end game thing. It's like I'm just gonna feed the 5-star one because I don't care. Like it's just the lower star one is better because it's champion training points. Oh my god. That's when you know. That's when you know it's late game. It's like, think of the champion training points. I'm leveling her all the way up. That's juicy. Over here, this chick. I don't even know what this chick. Well, you're +1 now, Exemplar. Probably the ugliest champion in the game. Just if Bland was a champion, it would be her. And Bland is the champion, and it is her. We've got a +1 4-star missionary. Oh, Doug? Doug's making disgust. Go. What do you think of all this empowering, Doug? A +1 you. Will I +1 there, Doug? I think we've done the. No, have we done these? No, these look like they're mostly faction crypt stuff. Faction crypt. Empower Warden? I think that's what he's called. Sure. Warden, get empowered. He's reflect damage, right? If they ever make reflect damage relevant, he will be good. I mean, it's kind of relevant for Fire Knight, I suppose. Don't know if he's good, though. Like that. Probably not. We +1 this guy, Relic Keeper. It's +1 a Relic Keeper. Sure. Cool. We could probably. I think he's a permanent fusion, isn't he? And we could actually +4 him pretty easily, I suppose. Maybe I should do that. we probably should actually +4 Relic Keeper. Why not? Woad Painted, actually a good champion now. Game froze for a second. But the power of Woad, +2 Woad Painted, will take the extra HP percent, and speed for her is actually quite good. I wish we could hide the ones we've already looked at, so I didn't have to do all this scrolling. That's what slows us down. Bushy? Bushy's +1? Sure. He's not even. It's funny. Some of these aren't even ascended. I must level them up when I remember. Next champion trade. I think there's actually champ training on right now. Must level them up. Oh, we're almost to the end. Okay, Jotun, Hexia. Oh, I only have the one Hexia. Okay, well, this Hexia can go +1. Never used her. Ever. Looks kind of cool, though. She looks quite cool. Yeah, it's good. We're almost done. Oh my god. We actually got through it all. We got through it all, Doggy Dogs. Faction Crypts. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Job done. Yeah. Oh wait, we missed. How did I miss this? Chani. We do have a Chani. fact, I've got a +2 Chani just sitting there. +2 Chani. Thank you for your paw. You're very good. The talk is just, your hand is down. You must have my paw. Yeah, no, I think we've done it all. Might have missed some along the way. Hopefully not. I'm sure we missed some somewhere, but no, I think we've actually done it all. I think we're good. The rest are all faction. Oh, there's one. There's one right there. Bone Keeper. Single target damage dealer. Thought it was Shaman, but it's not. So what we can do now, we could just exclude the reserve vault. And yeah, that should clean it up. We should actually be able to see more so at a glance. No, actually, this doesn't help because I would go like, oh, this guy is available to be empowered. Oh, but they're all in the reserve vault. Like, yeah, if you could say stuff that I could empower without the reserve vault, like this guy should go into the reserve vault, for instance. That's something we can see. But anyway, there we go. Not so bad. Not so bad. How are we doing? If we look then at all of my stuff, let's include the master vault, I guess the reserve vault as well, and we only look at epics. This is where we are after everything. +3 Vergis and +3 Gwyneth are my two most empowered. Here's Vergis. He has got these extra stats. Here's Gwyneth. She has got these extra stats. I mean, 400 attack is actually nothing to really sneeze at. That's cool. Plus, we've got a few +2s. Actually, good ones too. Rearguard Sergeant, Royal Guard, Siege Hulk, Deacon, Ursula the Mourner, Rector Drath, Allure, Basher, Maneater, Mistrider Dahi, and Stachi. You can see these are all pretty good. They're all actually geared, or mostly geared. He's missing a neck, but the rest are all geared and often used, apart from Sachi. +1, I don't know, a bunch of +1s, starting from like Seer, Geomancer, Tremail, all of that. A bunch of +1s. And then you can see we've got a lot, actually. A lot. I try to keep one copy at least of every epic in the game. We have a lot that are actually not empowered. So yeah, every epic I get for quite a while is still going to be empowering stuff. That's for sure. That's where I'm at though. I didn't have crazy stockpiles of epics or whatnot. So how are we? We've actually got a chunk of space in both of these vaults now, which is pretty nice. So I should actually go through and transfer a bunch of stuff over. Like a bunch of the low-level stuff over could really go into the reserve vault. I actually don't know why he is there. But like we could put... Yeah, I could just throw a bunch of stuff into the reserve vaults, which is nice. So these rares are for Broadmaw Fusion in case they're ever needed, essentially. Aethar. Why did he not come up as empowerable? Am I blind? There's a few here. Oh, maybe he's my only copy. He might be my only copy. Right, well, we want to... This Marksman as well. Have I missed stuff? We want to put all the faction Guardians away. That's for sure. Guardian, you're a faction Guardian. He might have extra somehow. He's a faction Guardian. I guess we keep him there because he's got gear on. If some of these have really bad gear, is it even worth it? I don't know if it's even worth it. Okay, we can put her away. You know, let's wait to put these away until there's free gear removal, and we'll get some silver out of it. You know, we might as well, right? We might as well. Oh, she's got speed boots on. Oh, she was used for something. She was actually used her for some, maybe Amius or something like that. Trying it out. I don't know, something funky. Yeah, a few of these actually do, unfortunately, have gear. But that cleans up most of it. That cleans up most of it. Our Specs and Shaman actually don't have any gear somehow. Master Butcher doesn't. Does. Okay. Oh, there's a few in here that don't have any gear. You can absolutely pop them away for now. Fill the Master Vault up. You know what? Maybe I'll keep these ones that are leveled out of the... We'll keep the Master Vault. We'll keep the leveled ones in the Master Vault, but the ones that are useless in the Reserve Vaults. That's what we'll do. So, like, these might be used at some point. We'll keep them out. We'll put the rest away. Keep Opera and Jailer out and Lodric. Put the rest away. Yeah, I think so. To Reserve Vault. We'll figure it out. But there you go, guys. Big chunk of space freed up in the vaults. Lots empowered. hopefully it's interesting. I'll see you all next time. Let me know what your most empowered champion is. Oh, actually, you know what? Moment of truth. Let's waste a clan boss key and see if I broke my clan boss team. Let's find out. There's +5 speed on Maneater. That's like, we should keep those. Those are good gloves. Does it break it? Moment of truth. I should check. No, we're fine. I thought we might be fine. I think it's more minimum speed requirement. I think it's quite hard to exceed the maximum. Let's see. Does it work on Nightmare or is it broken on Nightmare? Nice Void Shard there. That was actually a good rare helmet, but whatever. Bonk. Oh, moment of truth, doggy. Hey, it's fixed. The team is fine. +2 Maneater, +1 Seeker, upping the damage even more. There we go, folks. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.